Hi guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We're so happy to have you. So for today's video, we will be discussing how will the 2024 presidential election toss-up states going to vote in this election cycle. We are less than 24 hours before we find out the results. So if you have not voted, please go out and vote. And without further ado, we're just going to jump right into it. Everything in every state will be listed in the description below with the corresponding timestamp. In case you want to jump to certain parts of this video, I highly recommend you stay throughout the video, but in case you wanted to jump to see a specific state, by all means, do so. So now what I've noticed in the past when I've done readings like this, when I say a certain state is going a specific way, it doesn't mean that I'm going to call the state for that candidate. What I am going to do instead, I'm going to say, hey, listen, these are the states as of right now. This is, if the election was held and anybody who voted already, this is the way the state is going. But that necessarily does not mean that that candidate is going to win the state. It just means that that is how the state is trending more Republican or is it trending more Democrat? That's the question that we're going to be seeing in this election cycle in the tarot card reading. So keep that in mind as well. I also do have, before we do begin, this video is being recorded November 4th, 2024 at 1:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And just keep in mind, this video is just for entertainment purposes only and for education purposes only as well. So what I was saying prior was that I created, and I talked about this in my last, in 2020, I wanted to create my own format, polling agency, which you can definitely see here. I created this whole entire layout. It goes through all the information, the probability of a candidate winning by what margin. You can kind of go through the states here. You can kind of see the flip percentage of what states have the highest probability of flipping. The chances of each candidate winning in the states right now is set to 0 because I still have to update the Google Sheet form and finish out the forecast for this election cycle. So you guys can go view this forecast in the description below. I will put it down below if you want to view this. This is real life data that I have taken and I have polled multiple people and multiple sources. You can kind of see the Electoral College progress throughout the entire process here. You can kind of see it kept going up and down along with the toss-up states. Here, you can also look at the popular vote predictive forecast over time. You could look at the Senate forecast and the projected House seats, and same thing with the U.S. Senate as well. So you see a whole range of different things. You could also go to the chances of winning for each candidate, kind of view, well, what candidate has a specific chance of winning in each state and by what margins. You can kind of see that, you can really see all the data and stuff like that. You can also look at the betting market and the map and how they put out the forecast and see what math were and what they were at certain points in time. And so that is the whole entire forecast. And so in this video, we will be looking at the Electoral College map and all the toss-up states. The toss-up states done in the color white will be the states that we will be talking about in this video. So hopefully we will be able to get an answer. We will be having a Democrat, Republican, and toss-up on this piece of sheet at the end of the video. We're going to fill in the Electoral College map and see what the tarot card state is going to win the presidency. In the past, it had always been Kamala Harris, and I don't see that changing. The question is, well, if it's staying Kamala Harris, what kind of electoral map are we looking at now? Remember, like I said, this is not a predictive electoral probability. It is more so saying what seats are trending and in what direction are they trending. The forecast model that I am making, I just showed you previously, will be updated hopefully by tomorrow afternoon, and that will be the final result. So definitely keep note and keep looking at that Google Sheet for updates. And once the final update is up, you will see everything official and you'll see the final outcome and map according to our forecast and polling. Okay, so now we are back. We are going to start with our first video. Our first reading of today. It's going to be Maine's second congressional district. One electoral vote could make or break the candidate's ability to reach 270 needed in order to win the outright of the presidency. So let's take a look. The way we're going to do this, one card for Kamala Harris, one card for Donald Trump. Whoever has the better card will be more likely to win the state in terms of probability. So let's take a look. So Spirits and Angels tell me in Maine's second congressional district, one electoral vote at stake in the 2024 presidential election. Give me a card for Kamala Harris on the left side. Give me a card for Donald Trump on the right side. who is going to win, or who is most likely to win Maine's 2nd congressional district. Okay, well, I'm not going to take that because I don't need 3 cards, just want 2 cards. Give me a card for Kamala Harris in Maine's 2nd congressional district. What card represents her energy and voters there? Okay, give me Maine's 2nd congressional district for Donald Trump and his voters there. Okay, this tells me here with the Queen of Pentacles, women break for Kamala Harris in Maine's 2nd congressional district. Kamala Harris would be the first Democrat to win Maine's 2nd congressional district since Obama in 2012. And we do have here Donald Trump on the right side. Not a victory, not a celebration. I'm going to say because of the women vote in Maine's 2nd congressional district, we are going to give Maine's 2nd to Kamala Harris. Okay, next state is up. It's going to be the state of Pennsylvania. Let's take a look at Pennsylvania and see how they're going to vote. So Spirit Angels tell me in the state of Pennsylvania, Kamala Harris and her voter energy in the state of Pennsylvania. What are the energies that represent Kamala Harris and the energies in Pennsylvania for Kamala Harris? Will she be winning the state of Pennsylvania? Okay. And what about Donald Trump? What are his voters and his energy in the state of Pennsylvania? Will he be winning the state of Pennsylvania? Okay. Okay, so we have here for Kamala Harris, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Seven of Pentacles. It seems like she's struggling a little bit in the polls and in the early vote count in the state of Pennsylvania. And we have here the 10 of Swords. It looks like Donald Trump is prevailing in Pennsylvania, but then when all the votes are officially counted, she has one more pentacle that she needs in order to win. She given the additional boost from certain voters in the state of Pennsylvania in the last push, and that makes Donald Trump lose the state of Pennsylvania. The state of Pennsylvania looks as if right now is going towards Kamala Harris. So the next state that we're going to cover is the state of North Carolina. North Carolina, Spirit and Angels tell me Kamala Harris's energy and voters' energy in the state of North Carolina. Is she winning the state in the 2024 presidential election? How are they voting for Kamala Harris? Give me one card for Kamala Harris and her energy in North Carolina. Okay. Give me one card for Donald Trump and his voters in the state of North Carolina. Is he winning the state of North Carolina in the 2024 presidential election? Give me one card. Okay. So it looks to me that after time and time again, it looks like there's a mutual agreement among all age groups. They're voting in favor of Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris has the 10 of Pentacles. This is a very good card. It means unison among many demographics, many groups, many family lineages. It looks like North Carolina is going to start trending bluer and bluer in each election cycle. This is going to be the start of it. Obama with the fluke. This one looks like it's going to be triggering North Carolina becoming a reliably blue state in the future. We do have here Donald Trump has the moon card reversed. That is telling me he looked like he was going to win in the polls, but the polls are incorrect on the estimated Kamala Harris's support. She looks like she's going to win the state of North Carolina. Okay, so we're going to do the next state, and the next state is going to be the state of Texas. So let's take a look at Texas. So Spirit Angels tell me in the state of Texas for Kamala Harris's energy and her voters in the state of Texas if you win the state of Texas in 2024. How are Texas voters for Kamala Harris feeling in the state of Texas in the 2024 presidential election? Will she win the state? One card. Okay. What about Donald Trump in the state of Texas? How is the Republican and Trump voters feeling in the state of Texas? Will they vote for Donald Trump in the state of Texas? Will Donald Trump carry the state of Texas in the 2024 presidential election? One card that represents Donald Trump and his voters' energy in the state of Texas. Will they win the state of Texas for another term, another 4 years? Okay. It looks like to me in the final push, Kamala Harris is slightly pulled ahead. Now, it feels like to me, it doesn't look like a Kamala Harris is going to win the state. If she wins the state, that's phenomenal. But the magician card here is telling me that she has the momentum. The Democrats have the momentum. The question is, are there enough of that momentum to turn out? Now, the thing is, with Democrats can indeed win the state if there's lower enthusiasm among Republicans and higher enthusiasm among Democrats. Remember, Democrats and Republicans were almost even in the state of Texas, about with more than 5 million voters each. Imagine to say that the Republicans dropped to 4.8 million and Democrats hover around 5 million. That's a victory for the Democrats in the state of Texas. It doesn't mean Texas had gotten bluer. It just means that Republicans didn't turn out. And that's what I'm kind of seeing here, is that it feels like the Wheel of Fortune is not on Donald Trump's side. And the time Texas and being a Republican state, a reliable Republican state, is coming to an end. The question is, can Kamala Harris flip the state and be the first Democrat to win it since Jimmy Carter? Let's ask the cards here. So we have here, we have the Chariot card coming in. This is my presidency card. This feels like to me that Texas could be the state that pushes Kamala Harris just over the 270 electoral college threshold needed. And we have here the Wheel of Fortune card. And for Donald Trump, it's the Knight of Pentacles. It's facing away from victory, right? You see here, it's moving away. It's looking against the direction of the Wheel of Fortune. It's not even looking at the Wheel of Fortune. It feels like the time is upward in the state of Texas. Texas could be a lot closer than expected. But it's going to be really interesting. I mean, it's very interesting to say the least, because in the Senate election video that I did, Texas was considered a toss-up. So if Texas is a toss-up, chances are the presidential is a toss-up in the state of Texas. They might be underpolling support for Kamala Harris in the state of Texas. It looks like Texas is going to go blue. Okay, we're going to take a look at Florida. A lot of polls have been indicating that Florida is a reliably Republican state because of Ron DeSantis and Marco Rubio winning the state by more than 20 points, and 20 to 14 percentage points respectively. The problem is that's a little bit miscalculated, because when you look at the result and the popular vote in the state of Florida for the Senate and the governorship, you can definitely see that Democrats had massively lower turnout in that state than the 2020 presidential election, which indicates to me that with a high Democratic enthusiasm, the state of Florida, is a lot more competitive than what the polls are suggesting. The question is, can Trump hold the seat, and can Kamala Harris flip it? That's what we're going to find out. So Spirit Angels, tell me, can Kamala Harris flip the state of Florida? What are her energies feeling, and what is her voters feeling in the state of Florida in the 2024 presidential election? Can she win the state of Florida? Show me one card for Kamala Harris, her energies in the state of Florida. Hold on, that's too many cards. Show me Kamala's energy in the state of Florida. One card. Okay, that's too many again. Show me Kamala Harris's energy in the state of Florida. One card. One card that represents Kamala's energy and voters' energy in the state of Florida. Now, these are the trends. These are not saying that the president is going to win the state, but that is the way that the states are trending at the moment. How is Kamala Harris voters feeling in the state of Florida? Okay, we'll just take these two. They keep coming out with more than two. What about Donald Trump in the state of Florida? How is Donald Trump voters feeling in the state of Florida? How is he feeling in the state of Florida? Ooh, oh, okay. That makes sense. All right, so we have here Kamala Harris. We have the Tower card overthrowing the incumbent, the previous winner in the state. This looks like, to me, Democrats caused a major upset in the state of Florida. And we have here strength on Kamala Harris' side, strong voter enthusiasm in the state of Florida. It looks like, to me, I don't even need to read Trump's cards. It's going to be a Kamala Harris flip. Then we have here, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 of stores. This is telling me here that Donald Trump is not going to mentally handle the ability that he had the strong possibility of losing the state of Florida. It looks like he's trying to escape from the embarrassment. It looks like Florida is going Democrat. Okay, so the next state that we are going to be covering is the state of Ohio. How is Ohio going to vote in this presidential election? So let's take a look. Well, there's going to be a toss-up. So let's take a look. All right, Spears Angel, tell me for Kamala Harris's energy in the state of Ohio, which in the 2024 presidential election, how is Kamala Harris voters feeling, including Kamala Harris in the state of Ohio? How are they feeling in the state of Ohio? Will they win the state of Ohio? Okay, it's too many. So we're going to take both cards back. One card for Kamala Harris voters and the energy revolving in the state of Ohio for Kamala Harris. Will she win the state of Ohio? Okay. What about Donald Trump? Will Donald Trump win the state of Ohio? How is he feeling in the state of Ohio? What is the energy for the Republicans and the Trump voters in the state of Ohio? How are they feeling in the state of Ohio? One card that represents Donald Trump. That's too many. One card, please, for Donald Trump and his energy in the state of Ohio. Okay. So let's take a look. Okay. So it's going to be very close in the state of Ohio. We have the Two of Pentacles. It looks like to me there's some tippy gap there by the Democrats. There's a 50-50 chance that Kamala Harris could come really close in the state of Ohio, even so much so that she could flip it. Now, this is more about engaging voter enthusiasm and kind of seeing, okay, who had the edge in what states. Like we said here, Texas and Florida had the edge for Democrats. In the state of Ohio, it looks like to me that they're roughly about even. There's about 50% of Democrats coming out already and very enthused in the state of Ohio. The question is, what about the other half? Are they going to turn out on election day? We have here for the Republicans, we have the Moon card. And the Moon card normally means hidden. Something is hidden, but because reverse tells me it's already open and exposed. The question is, I wonder if Republicans already have the margins in the early vote count, and they might not need more people to go out and vote. And more so than that, Democrats need to turn out the rest of their voters to try to overtake the Republican. We have here the card that represents the Moon card. We have the 5 of Swords that tells me that they end up taking the victory in the state of Ohio. It looks like Ohio will remain in the Republican category by a very narrow margin. It's going to be very tight in the state of Ohio, but I am going to keep it in the Republican column for Donald Trump. So Donald Trump will win the state of Ohio. Hold on. I'm actually going to retract that for 1 second. I'm going to actually use my tarot deck that actually allows me to look behind the scenes. It's called Tarot of the New Vision. And that reminds us to be able to see the ability to see behind the scenes what is going on in the state of Ohio. That might be able to give us more of a key indicator. Are they going Democrat or Republican? Spirit angels tell me for Kamala Harris's energy in the state of Ohio, one card that represents Kamala Harris voters in the state of Ohio. Are they winning the state of Ohio? Okay. We'll just leave the 3 cards because I'm not even arguing with the deck right now. Same thing for Donald Trump. What is Donald Trump's energy in the state of Ohio? Will he win the state of Ohio in the 2024 presidential election tomorrow? Let's see. Okay. Interesting. So it seems to me that all the cards here are reversed, which is really weird. We have the Wheel of Fortune reverse. For the Democrats for Kamala Harris, we have here the King of Swords reverse for Kamala Harris, and we also have the Swords reverse for Kamala Harris. I feel like Ohio is one of those states that's under the radar and might be a sleeper state, but it also might be very shocking. So I would definitely keep an eye on how Ohio is going tomorrow night and kind of seeing, okay, is it closer than expected or is it widening than expected? But there's some sort of weird thing going on. The energy seems very strange in the state of Ohio. It feels like there's something going on, but no one catching it. And that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that in my gut here. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 of wands. Here again, the card showed up again. 5 of wands reverse. And then we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of swords, 7 of swords. And it's also reversed, which tells me that they're going to take away the state. So I feel like they're going to win the state for Republican, but there's a high probability there's an upset. And we do have here again, when you look at the Democrats here, we have the reverse king out of power. Now that could mean that the Democrats are not able to win the state of Ohio, and that could be very well what it means. It might say that it might not be time for the Democrats to win it, but it feels like, to me, more than anything, it feels like Ohio is very weird in terms of its energy. So I would keep an eye out on Ohio. I feel like more people are coming out to vote, and that's going to change the dynamic of Ohio. So Ohio is more of like a tossed-up Republican-leaning state at the moment. So let's take a look at the state of Georgia. Okay, so we're going to look at the state of Georgia. I know I tried to do the reading, but then for some reason, something happened with the software, and it just stopped working. So Spirit Angel of Tommy, in the state of Georgia, for Kamala Harris, how are her voters and Kamala Harris feeling in the state of Georgia? How is Georgia going to vote in this 2024 presidential election? Will Kamala Harris hold on to the state of Georgia? Okay. What about Donald Trump? Okay, it looks like Kamala Harris is trying to hold on to the state of Georgia, but it looks like it's too far gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of swords. It looks like Georgia might be one of those states that actually might vote to the right of the country. And we do have here the 10 of wands here for Republican Donald Trump in the state of Georgia. It looks like, to me, the tarot cards are saying that Georgia looks like it's going to be trending toward Donald Trump. Again, like I said, this tarot card reading is not meant to project electoral projection in each state. It's rather more so projecting who is currently leaning in the state based on current energy. The energy can change tomorrow when people go out and vote on election day. But as of right now, I'm going to call the state of Georgia for Trump. Okay, we are going to start in the state of Michigan. Same process. The Spirit Angel, tell me, how are Michigan voters feeling, specifically for Kamala Harris and Kamala Harris' energy in the state of Michigan? Will Kamala Harris win the state of Michigan in the 2024 presidential election? Will she win it? How are Democrat voters feeling in the state of Michigan right now? Okay, too many cards. Show me one card that represents Kamala Harris' energy and her ability to win or lose the state of Michigan. One card that represents Kamala Harris' energy in the state of Michigan. Okay, what about Donald Trump? What is Donald Trump's energy in the state of Michigan? How are his voters feeling in the state of Michigan, specifically Republicans? How are Republicans feeling in the state of Michigan? Will Donald Trump be able to win the state of Michigan in the 2024 presidential election? One card, no. Okay, so we have the 4 of wands for Kamala Harris. It looks like, Michigan could be the tipping point state that puts Kamala Harris over the top. That's what I see here. Kamala Harris looks like she's going to win the state of Michigan. And we do have here again the 3 of swords. There's too much negativity from the Trump campaign that people in Michigan cannot summit their vote for Trump. So it looks like Trump is going to lose the state of Michigan. Okay, so now we're going to cover the state of Wisconsin. So Spirit Angel, tell me, in the state of Wisconsin, in this 2024 presidential election, how Kamala Harris voters and how Kamala Harris feeling in the state of Wisconsin? Is Wisconsin going to vote for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump? Is the state of Wisconsin going to vote for Kamala Harris? Will she win the energy of Wisconsin? Okay, I'm going to react that because I did not even ask that correctly. So Spirit Angel, tell me, for Kamala Harris in the state of Wisconsin, what are the energies in the state of Wisconsin? Give me one card that represents her voters in the state of Wisconsin along with her energies, and will she win the state of Wisconsin in the 2024 presidential election? Okay, what about Donald Trump? Will Donald Trump win the state of Wisconsin? What is his energies and his voters feeling in the state of Wisconsin? Will he win the state of Wisconsin? Ooh, it's a toss-up. Okay, it's a toss-up. Because we have the Queen of Wands. At first, she looked like she was going to be the victor, right, in the state of Wisconsin. But something happened with the votes, and it somehow goes back to Trump again. Not saying that Trump wins the state, but it could be very close. It could be a matter of a few votes. Okay, so I don't know what happened, but it said that we are still recording, so I apologize. I'm gonna edit that out. We have the 4 of Wands here. It is telling me for Donald Trump that Donald Trump is on path to win the state of Wisconsin at the moment because he has some sort of union membership with Republicans and voters in the state of Wisconsin. However, they're gonna have to make a choice. Do they want him or do they not want him? And there are many choices on the ballot in the state of Wisconsin. I wonder if Barbara Kennedy is going to have some sort of down ballot effect in the state of Wisconsin. I don't know if he can win, but he might be able to pull some votes from Kamala Harris. And we have here the nine of cups. It looks like to me that it looks like it's going to be a pure toss-up. Like Wisconsin, it cannot be called. So when I say Wisconsin cannot be called, I mean like the state of Wisconsin is having some issues in terms of being too close to call. That's what I mean. I mean they're going to call it, but it's too close to call. Okay, let's look at the state of Iowa. Let's take a look at Iowa. So Spirit Angel, tell me, in the state of Iowa, how are people in Iowa voting? For Kamala Harris or in the people in the state of Iowa, what are the energies going for Kamala Harris in the state of Iowa? Will Kamala Harris win the state of, oh my God, will Kamala Harris win the state of Iowa with the current energies in Iowa? I need to really work on, slowing down my speech. Show me one card for Kamala Harris's energy and voters in the state of Iowa. My God, I feel like when you say Iowa multiple times, it like makes your like brain like have a stroke. Okay. What about Donald Trump's energy in the state of Iowa? Will he win the state of Iowa? Yes. Donald Trump is going to win the state of Iowa with the 6 of Wands here, even though Kamala Harris is most likely going to be the president. I feel like, to me, it feels like, actually, hold on, I redact that. Even though it said that Donald Trump had the victory card here, we have the King of Wands, which is the president. So it really feels like, honestly, it can go either way. So I'm going to redact that and put Iowa in the toss-up column. It is too close to call. We cannot call the state of Iowa. We are going to do Nebraska's 2nd congressional district. 1 electoral vote out of Nebraska. Spirit Angel, tell me, what is Kamala Kennedy in Nebraska's 2nd congressional district? Will she win the 1 electoral vote in the Nebraska's 2nd congressional district? Yes or no? What is her voters' energy feeling in the state of Nebraska? How is Kamala Harris feeling? Will she win Nebraska's 2nd congressional district? Okay, what about Donald Trump? Will Donald Trump win the state of Nebraska's 2nd congressional district? There's a tower card here. It looks like there's a rejection of Donald Trump in Nebraska's 2nd congressional district. It looks like Kamala Harris has come out strong and defiant. It feels like she's on the hill and protected away from the dangers of Trump in Nebraska's 2nd. I'm going to put that down as Kamala Harris. We are now going to do the state of Kansas. The Spirit Angel tell me Kamala Harris' energies in the state of Kansas, including Democrats' energies in the state of Kansas. Will Kamala Harris flip the state of Kansas in the 2024 presidential election? Can she win the state of Kansas? Okay, too many cards. Okay, too many cards again. Will Kamala Harris win the state of Kansas in the 2024 election? We have the Emperor card. What about Donald Trump in the state of Kansas? Will he win the Kansas in the presidential election? How are Trump voters feeling in the state of Kansas? Okay, there's too many cards, but we'll keep it for Trump. We have the Emperor card for Kamala Harris, right? Coming in strong authoritarian energy. We have here the Queen of Wands here, and we have Judgment. It feels like women are judging Trump in the state of Kansas. I would not be surprised if Kansas goes for the Democrats here because of the women in here. I'm going to say that Kansas, as of right now, cannot be called, but it looks like it's going to be leaning in Kamala Harris's favor. Okay, we are now going to do the state of Alaska. In the state of Alaska, what is Kamala Harris' energy in the state of Alaska? Will she win the state of Alaska? What about Donald Trump's energy in the state of Alaska? Will Donald Trump win Alaska, the state of Alaska in the 2024 presidential election? How is he voted feeling? It looks like a no. Hold on. So we have the Four of Pentacles. It looks like the Democrats didn't put a lot of effort into the state of Alaska. We have here the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know if it's time yet for Kamala Harris' victory, but we do have here the Knight of Swords. And it feels like the momentum is not on Kamala Harris' side. But we do have here for Donald Trump, we have the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is not really a good sign, but it tells me here with the 3 cards on the Democrat side and 1 card on the Trump side, because it has the 3 here, we indicate it looks like those 3 demographics are going to say to Trump. But I'm going to put it in the toss-up column. Actually, no, I'm going to put it in the Trump column. I feel like Alaska could go Republican in this election cycle. It looks like it's going to be going Republican, so we're going to put it in Republican. Okay, we're going to do the state of Arizona. The Spirit Angel will tell me for Kamala Harris' energy in the state of Arizona. How are her voters feeling in the state of Arizona? Will Kamala Harris win the state of Arizona? Okay. What about Donald Trump voters in the state of Arizona? Will Donald Trump win the state of Arizona? How are his voters feeling? Okay. We have here the Empress card. It looks like it's going to be very tight race. It looks like it can go either way because we have the Judgment card for women again for Trump, and we have here the Hermit. It looks like the light is on his side. I'm going to say that Arizona goes Republican very narrowly, but I'm going to put it in the toss-up column. It looks like it's going to go toss-up, but it can go either way. So that's where we're going to put Arizona. Okay, for one last and final state, the state of Nevada. So Spirit Angel, tell me in the state of Nevada, how is Kamala Harris feeling in the state of Nevada with her energies and the current energies? Judgment. What about Donald Trump? Knight of Wands here. It looks like to me that Kamala Harris could lose the state of Nevada because we have hit a Judgment card and the 4 of Pentacles reversed. It looks like she could lose it. And the Knight of Wands here, Trump coming in and swooping in, offering the people in Nevada something new. So the current energies right now in the state of Nevada favor Trump. So that's what I'm seeing for the election. Then we're going to do the map. Okay, so here's the current electoral college map that we have here on the screen. So we are going to fill in the map right now for you guys. All right, so we have here Ohio is going to go to Trump with 17 electoral votes. Georgia with 16 electoral votes. Alaska with 3 electoral votes. Arizona with 11 electoral votes. And Nevada with 6 electoral votes. With Kamala Harris, we got Maine's 2nd congressional district going to Kamala Harris. The state of Pennsylvania going to Kamala Harris. North Carolina going to Kamala Harris. The state of Texas going to Kamala Harris. Florida going to Kamala Harris. Michigan going to Kamala Harris, and Nebraska's 2nd congressional district going to Kamala Harris. These are the toss-up states. These are the states that are 50-50 and can go either way. But again, this is not a predictive electoral college map projection. This is the current energies with the current voting patterns and stuff like that. If this was to hold, this is what we will expect higher turnout for Democrats and Republicans in these states. That's all that we're projecting. We're not projecting this to be the official electoral college map. All right, guys. Again, like I said, you guys can check out my electoral college forecast in the description below. I will put that in the link below, and I will also add that specific election map in this forecast, and you will be able to see this updated as soon as tomorrow afternoon. Until then, guys, I will see you tomorrow, and have a lovely day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.